Okay, for discussion B, this afternoon's discussion B is about rituals at the end of life for folks that are on hospice or end of life care. So here we go with the discussion I made for you. A death doula named Diane Button recommends a simple 1 minute daily ritual, deliberately noticing one beautiful thing and fully savoring it to bring more presence, gratitude, and small moments of joy into everyday life. The practice this practice comes from Button's work with people at the end of life and is described in a recent MSN feature and interviews promoting her book, What Matters Most. What the ritual is: clear 1 minute practice or 1 minute practice. Core action speed 60 seconds. Intentionally noticing something beautiful, a light on a leaf, the taste of coffee, a bird outside the window, and let yourself savor it. Do nothing else during that minute. Why 1 minute? The short duration removes resistance and makes the habit easy to keep. It mirrors how people near death concentrate on small, meaningful moments. Step by step, how to do it. One, phase. Stop whatever you're doing and set a timer for 1 minute, or just watch the clock. Pick one small, beautiful thing in your immediate environment. Use your senses. Look, listen, smell, touch, taste, and describe the detail silently to yourself. Breathe, take slow, deep breaths, and let the feeling of appreciation fill you. Close. End with a short inward thank you or a single sentence of gratitude. Repeat once a day. Benefits and evidence: increased presence and reduced rumination. People who practice brief focused noticing report greater mindfulness and less preoccupation with worries. Gratitude and mindfulness practices are well are well supported by psychological research as effective for boosting well-being. Emotional payoff. Button and others who work with dying observe that limited time sharpens attention to small joys, a mindset the living can borrow to increase daily commitment. Practical tips for Meadville, PA residents. Make it visible. Put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror, or set a daily phone reminder at a time you're usually free: morning coffee, lunch, or before bed. Adaptations. If you're outdoors in Meadville, use a local view: park, trees, a porch, sunrise as your focus. Indoors, use a photograph or favorite mug. Track habits. Mark a calendar or use a habit app to keep momentum. Risk limitations and realistic expectations, not a cure. This is a micro practice helpful for mood and presence, but not substitute for therapy for clinical depression or anxiety. Emotional surfacing. Brief practices can sometimes bring up unexpected feelings. If that happens, pause and seek support. From a friend, clinician, or local hospice or palliative resource. Quick takeaway. Try it now. Stop for 60 seconds. Notice one beautiful thing. Breathe and savor. Do this daily. Can gradually shift attention toward small, reliable sources of joy. The same habit many people at the end of life naturally adopt. This page frames end of life rituals as essential tools for comfort, connection, and healing, rather than treating rituals as symbolic extras. The surrounding content positions them as core practices that help families honor a life, process grief, and create meaning during one of the most vulnerable transitions. The article blends practical guidance, personal stories, and examples from death doula work to show how rituals can transform the dying process into something more connected, intentional, and human. Central ideas from the page content. Rituals create a bridge between the living and the dying. The article emphasizes that rituals give structure to overwhelming emotions, allow families to express love, gratitude, and grief, help people begin the healing process. Provide closure and reduce regret. The author notes that families often remember these rituals, such as gratitude practices, more vividly than the medical or logistical aspects of dying. Personalization makes rituals powerful. The surrounding content highlights that rituals should reflect the person's identity, values, and joys. Examples include living funerals, where the dying person can participate in their own celebration. Customized rituals using favorite music, readings, or cultural traditions. Artistic expressions or collages. Philanthropic acts that honor the person's passions. Eco-friendly memorials such as a tree dedications. Biodegradable urns or green burials. These examples show how rituals can be joyful, creative, and deeply meaningful. Rituals support communal healing. The page repeatedly underscores that rituals are just for the dying person. They help the community share stories, offer support, feel less isolated, strengthen bonds. The communal dimension portrayed as especially important for those who feel overwhelmed in their grief. Practical guidance for planning rituals. The article offers concrete tips, including starting early and involve the dying person when possible. Collaborate with family and friends. Stay flexible and allow creativity. Seek professional support from doulas or celebrants. Let the person's value lead the choices. The tone is gentle and empowering, encouraging families to craft rituals that feel authentic rather than format. The surrounding content frames end of life rituals as acts of love, connection, and meaningful making. Stories can be shared, community can gather, nature, art, and legacy can play a role. Grief and celebration can coexist. Ultimately, the article argues that thoughtfully crafted rituals help both the dying and the living move through this transition with dignity, comfort, and emotional grounding. Okay, guys, that's B for you. I'll be back on with C shortly. Give me a bit for C, please, and I'll be back on with that for you. For now, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks.